Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a vlog style unboxing review video, but it's an exciting day. Today I'm going to be picking up my Ford Mach-E, which I've been waiting for a while now. Now I placed my reservation in November of 2019 and made payment I think sometime last year. So it's finally here, and I'm going to share with you my journey on picking it up and seeing how it is. So excited. Okay, so we are on our way to the dealership. In the car we have my wife Kay, and we also have our good friend Joseph. Both of them are here for emotional support. So on our way to the dealership. What's up guys? So now that I've got the Mach-E in hand, I'm excited to share with you all the features and my first impressions of the car. Now I've quite literally been waiting a few years for this, having placed my reservation in late 2019. So now that I've actually got the car in hand, it looks absolutely beautiful, as you can see. Now the first thing you'll notice is the front of the car. It's got the Mustang symbol and an all-flat surface because of course it doesn't need a grille since this is an all-electric car. And the next thing is that there are several cameras on the front so you can see all around the car. Now the color of the car that I got is infinite blue, which of course Ford has discontinued. So I guess you can say my car is a limited edition, and not many other cars are going to be made with this same color. Now this is Ford's first and flagship electric car. There's no Ford logos anywhere on this car. It's all Mustang. The car's also got these 19-inch tires, but of course there's nothing special about them. They're just regular tires, not low profile or anything, but pretty nice and aerodynamic. Now that I've got this car in hand, I'm super excited to share with you my first impressions. As you come up to the car, the first thing you'll notice is of course the charging port, which you just go ahead and press at the top and it opens it up. So it's got the DC charging port that supports 120 to 240. And then you can lower this panel and you'll get the fast charging port as well. You've got the release button to release the charger itself, as well as the indicator lights to tell you how much of the car is charged. As you come up to the car itself, you can press the button to open it, and you won't have to worry about this ever slamming on your finger because it locks in place. So I can quite literally push on this and it won't close and slam on your fingers. And if you look closer, you've also got the number pad lock, which you can use to unlock the door as well. It's got this little handle here which you use once you've unlocked the door to open it up. If you can hear it, it's got that little mechanism that'll keep the door from slamming on your fingers when you first unlock the door. It's got the Mach-E symbol. It's also got the same thing on the back lock as well. As soon as you press the button, you cannot close it on your fingers. So you can use this to open it without having to worry about slamming your fingers in the door, which is always a nice feature to have. Now moving to the interior, you'll notice that the design of the interior is very nice. It's very minimalist and it's super sleek. Is down at the bottom you do have your charging pad. So there's only one charging pad on this. The other side is just for storage. You have your two cup holders. Underneath you've got more storage. You've also got your parking brake, which you lift up or press down to lock and release. And then you've also got your gear knob, which you just turn to change to the different gears. You've got your front panel LED, which gives you your speed, it gives you battery information, it gives you range, a lot of different information that you need while you're driving. so you're not always looking to the side to the LCD. You've got your cruise control, you've got your setting, you've got your volume buttons on the steering wheel itself. You do also have a, I guess you can say, a storage compartment which slides back. And we currently have this. So there are a lot of different 12-volt plugs, USB ports, USB-C ports in this car. And then you've also got your moonroof, which is very nice. So as you can see, I have my camera mount attached to it right now. And as you can see, the rear view is very small, so that does take some getting used to. It's very spacious in the back, as you can see. There's also USB ports in the back. So I do love the cloth and carbon fiber finish on the panel itself. It is very minimalistic. So it also hides the AC vents so you can't see them unless you're actually staring directly at them. Hey Ford, how far is San Antonio? San Antonio, Texas. Hey Ford, what's the weather like today?
On Wednesday, in Austin, Texas, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 90 and a low of 72.
As you can see, this has a stunning display that's super responsive. Now when it comes to bells and whistles, this car does not have as many features as a Tesla. What I do like is though that it comes with Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. So whether you have a Samsung or an Android phone or an Apple phone, this car supports both systems. It does have a little bit of machine learning built into it. These tiles at the bottom automatically customize based on the things that you choose to do frequently, and it automatically learns what's most important to you and then creates little tiles and fast shortcuts for you to use. Now, when it comes to self-driving, or what Ford is calling Blue Cruise, at the time of filming this video, it's not yet available. However, it will be available later this year as an over-the-air update, which this car does have. Now, when it comes to the self-driving hardware, it's already pre-installed in this car, whether you like it or not, and is an extra $600 added to the sticker price. I see that as both a positive and a negative. It's positive because for $600 you get the self-driving capability. It's a negative for those who don't want the technology. Then again, I don't know anyone that doesn't want that technology. And at a price a lot cheaper than what Tesla is selling their self-driving for. So as you can see, this screen is very responsive. You have camera angles for all around the car when you're parking or when you're driving, so you can exactly see where your car is when it comes to overall space. You've also got the different driving modes. You've got the Whisper, which makes the car very quiet, and each of them have their own little effect on the driving screen. You've got Whisper, you've got Engage, which is the normal mode. You've got Unbridled, which is the sport mode, which is pretty cool and probably my favorite mode. You've got parking functions, so you've got active parking assist so that the car can help you park and park itself. You've got all kinds of different access features. You've got your driver assistance, which I assume this will have a lot more options once the software update for self-driving is released. You've got valet mode, so you can create a special valet login or user account so for when you valet the car. You've got your settings with a lot of different functions. You've got your phone list for the different devices that you've got connected to the car. You've got your charging settings and information, which tells you how much battery you have left. You can also schedule your charging. You've got the different profiles. So in this case, I've got myself, I've got a guest, and this is associated with the key fob itself. You've got driver assistance, which I think is going to have even more options once that self-driving is available. You've got details about the vehicle itself. You've Got your general settings. Got the display settings. Clock, so the time. Connectivity. You can use this car as a vehicle hotspot, so if you need Wi-Fi and you don't have any access, this car has built-in Wi-Fi, so you can use it as a hotspot itself. System updates, it's got automatic over-the-air updates, so this thing will periodically update itself. You've got different apps that you can install, as well as a catalog. Got your comfort settings that you can set to, so you know how you want this car to be set up when you either enter the car or during certain periods, during certain times, and during certain days. Got your 911 assist in case you need assistance, voice control settings, and then the lights and the different lights, which is pretty cool. You can change the ambient light for all of the different lights within the car itself. Right now it's blue to match the outside color of the car, but you can set these to pretty much anything. And at night, this car looks pretty neat inside. Then when you click the Mustang symbol, it brings you to the different apps that you have installed, which I don't have much right now, and there aren't that many on the Ford App Store just yet. But I think over time, you're just going to see a lot more applications as the software and vendors get more involved. Okay, and from a driving standpoint, this car drives very smoothly. So what you'll notice is it's very quiet. This car drives pretty quiet, especially when it's in the whisper mode. The car itself makes no engine noise unless, of course, you turn on that. Lets you know when there's a school zone. Gives you all kinds of notifications on the screen as well as you're driving. It also does have regenerative braking, so you do get power back as you're braking, which is really cool. And as you can see right now, I have it on an unbridled mode, so as I'm accelerating, the image kind of changes a little bit. And we'll get to a point where I'm not in a neighborhood where I can accelerate to show you how fast the car can go. So right now I'm in unbridled mode, which is basically the sports mode. So as you can see, as I pick up, I'll just go down and then I'll see how fast it goes to 60, which is very fast. And the control is pretty amazing. And the pickup in speed is pretty fast. Now I know it's probably not as fast as the Tesla, but it's still pretty fast and puts you back in your seat. And let's put it on whisper mode and the car will just get quieter. Then we'll switch to engage mode, which is the normal mode. And you'll see it shows the battery level instead. So this is the normal mode. It's a little louder. It's a little bit louder than the whisper mode, but not that bad. It tells you how much energy is returned when you brake. Lets you know when you're in a school zone. Now, one thing I did have problems at first was the Bluetooth and syncing this with my phone, getting it to and getting CarPlay to work wirelessly. But I think I figured it out, and I just had to disconnect and reconnect the phone a couple times for it to start working. So I think that's something that can be improved, is the overall software integration and the Bluetooth connectivity for devices. When you're reversing, of course, you'll see the reverse guidance as well as your overhead view of your car. And if you listen, the car also makes a little beeping noise when you're going in reverse. Now, this screen right here, now when you look at the top, you've got the fin, And this fin is where the AM/FM radio as well as the Wi-Fi modem is. And then you've also got the frunk. And the way you release the frunk is inside the car. You pull this lever twice. And inside the frunk, you'll see there's a little storage space. It's not that much storage, but there's a compartment for different things. And you'll also see where there is a drain valve. So if you wanted to, you can put ice in here, put some cold drinks in the frunk, and use this for camping. Okay, and if we go to the back of the car, so this car has the foot detection, so to open the trunk, you can just swipe your car underneath and it'll automatically open. Now, as you'll notice, the trunk is pretty spacious. There is a lot of room in here. There's speakers, there's also some outlets for the 12-volt outlet. You've got lights, you've got hooks. If you lift this up, you've got a rechargeable battery or battery jump start, as well as some more storage space. Now in the instructions, it says the trunk height is adjustable, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. So that's something I'm still looking into, is how to adjust the height of the trunk to make more space. You can either swipe your feet at the bottom to close it, or you can simply just do what you normally do and press the button to close it. I do like that the mirrors do fold in as well when you park. And you get a cool graphic design when you do open the car. Now when you start the car, you get the Ford symbol, of course. What I do like is that the car has sliding lights. And that's also the same for the front. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the car so far. I've only had this a couple days, so I'm still trying to figure out all the features and functions of the car, and I can't wait for some of the software updates. So I've only had this car for a few days now, and I'm still learning the ins and outs about it. But as I learn more about this and as more software updates come out, I plan to post more videos sharing with you updates and functions and features and things that I learned about the car. As of now though, I'm loving this car and I don't regret buying it. Now before you check out, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Also make sure you ring that bell icon so you get notified when I post new content, especially if you want to see more videos about the Mach-E. Until next time, see ya.